What's up? Second question here. Um, episode 2 of Wake Up. Just gonna put this out there. You are a slave, and I'm gonna tell you why you're a slave. And it's not gonna be hard to prove to you that you're a slave. It's not gonna be hard. First off, this is one of the most obvious reasons why you're a slave. Because you have to work to live. Like literally, you have to work for electricity, food, water, gas. That's a big one right there. Gas, clothes. Mm, yeah. So let's talk about this. You have to work. You have to work your ass off no less for money, so you can pay bills, electricity. Why? Electricity can be free. Water can be free. I mean, water should be free. It's like the source of life. Why do you have to pay for water? That's stupid. Electricity can definitely be free. It's just that GE doesn't want you to have free electricity. They want you to pay for it and shit like that. Oops. All right. and then gas. What about gas? All, all I see in these car companies is like, oh, here at Honda, we're working at the most efficient, blah blah blah. That's such a lie. I mean, maybe it is the truth, but it's distorted truth. Like they're working in the most efficient way to build a car within, how can I put this? Within it being able to run on gas. The most efficient way. Listen to this. My memory kind of escaping me right now, but I know that there's a car out there. There's like five in existence, and they were built. They're electric cars, and if you could charge them for 1 hour, that's 500 miles right there. You can run 500 miles. Okay, five in existence made. Why? Because all the other car companies sued the crap out of this. Other people who made this car. Why? Because that's way more efficient than the way they're building cars, which is to run on gas. Which which trust me. Oh god, let's see. We have we have uh so much oil coming from other countries. I'm not gonna get into that because that would only confuse you. But so many, like so much oil coming from uh this country, you know, states like Texas and then like other countries. Like I said, I won't get into that. And already people are making money off of that. The oil companies are making money off of it just by getting the oil here and blah blah blah. They already made like a lot of money. But then they have to resell it to us and blah 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 as gas so they can make more money. And then they make cars that have to run on gas. So basically there's no other option, And then like car companies will be like, oh yeah, we built this electric car to blah 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 blah. That's all for show. That's all for show. What about trash? Let's think about trash. We could actually use trash to fuel. Like we could use trash to make electricity and all that stuff, all that jazz. Nope. Instead, we just send them to developing countries. Most of the time, it just ends up in the ocean, which is killing the earth. Which, by the way, if we kill the earth, we kill ourselves. So, yeah. And we could use that. We could actually burn that or recycle that. Or I'm not exactly sure how the process goes to make electricity. And then we could also have solar powered and wind turbines and stuff like that to generate electricity. But like I said, the gas company is so powerful. They already sued this electric car, the people who made the electric car, or the company that made this electric car, to where like it doesn't exist. It pretty much doesn't exist. And then and so basically, the gas company, oil company like that, oil companies, they're pushing solar powered energy and basically actual renewable energy because they just want to make money. It's as simple as that. And then we're programmed to by the TV to want material things because we think that material things, like if we get material things, that's like our way to enlightenment. Like we seek happiness, and then obviously as human beings we seek happiness because that's just in our nature. And then we look at the TV, and then there's like, oh, perfect person with a perfect smile with a product. You're like, drink Coke. It's bullshit. Not to mention the amount of aspartame they have in it, which dumbs you down, causes lesions of the brain. Trust me, they know about that too. They know about that. Point is though, it's just that we're slaves. We're slaves. We're meant to work, and then we're meant to stay at the position we're at. Like if you're middle class, they'll have you believe that if you work your ass off, you'll be like, boom, shoo, go way up there, have so much money. But it's not true. They basically make money off of the whole world because the whole world is now a business. And then whatever they say, the trickle down effect. It just that's basically just them pissing on us. You know, here's chump change. Thank you. And but we're happy for it. We're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna work hard my whole life because you know, blah blah blah. In American society, that's deeply embedded into us is that if we don't work, then what are we worth? Like you can be worth a lot. Find a hobby, dumb. You don't have to bust your ass for all these companies and corporations that honestly don't care about you. I mean, really. I mean, they know so much about us that we don't even know because we're meant to be dumbed down. We're meant not to know. It's true. My mind escapes me a lot. I've been doing this from the top of my head. I mean, I know so much. It's like where to start. I just hate it. We're meant to be slaves, and then at school, we're programmed to be like, oh yeah, you'll be so happy if you like find a job and blah blah blah. You need to start thinking about the career you want now. Why? So you just like throw me into society, give me a diploma, and say that I know something when actually I don't know shit. Because first of all, the education in America is lacking, like heavily lacking. So the education is crap. Also, it's like they're not really teaching us what we need to know. They're only teaching us what they want us to know. They're teaching us enough. See what I'm saying? So then you got all these people like, oh wow, I have a diploma, I have a hat, I must know something. Let me go blah blah blah, work for whatever, and then they're basically just programmed slaves who are happy to work and not know. I've heard this a lot. I've heard this a lot. Basically, they teach you what you want to know, like enough to operate the machine and blah blah blah, but not enough to think. And it's true, they don't teach you to think. You may say in school it's like, oh yeah, they teach you thinking. Yeah, we teach you to freely think, the blah blah blah, with an open mind. That's a lie. Okay, because last time I checked, freely thinking and thinking with an open mind isn't just sitting down and just taking notes for hours every day. No wonder why so many kids are freaking bad, you know? No wonder so many kids act out. I'm one of them. Because I can't just sit still and just, oh god, okay. No, I was not programmed to think like that. I'm, I just can't do it. I can't conform. I can't just sit down and just like, I can't be my mind cannot be numbed by just sitting there and like drooling and taking notes. It's like if you even speak about your opinion doesn't mean shit because one, you're a child, which we'll get into that later, and two, you're not meant to think. You're not meant to have an opinion. You're just meant to. They're just you're pretty much meant to go through school, and the best listener is usually the ones with the highest grades, and then they reward the best listener with the highest grades, the one who can retain the information the most, not the one who can actually think. And then once that's pretty much programming. So then they have this program person with like a diploma. Oh, I know something about this world. Blah blah blah. And they just send them off into the workforce, and then they're just happy to just be another part of society and just I don't know, just be another speck. That's all I can describe it as. Not amount to really anything. This video is pretty long, so I'm gonna have to stop it soon. Probably like the 12-minute mark. But and another thing I've noticed that these people with these so-called educations and diplomas, which I know you can't get a job without one, so of course I'm gonna get my diploma. I hate to have a job. I need to somehow live. I'll get into that later. But I notice that a lot of these people are actually have the potential to wake up, but they're so close-minded. Like even though like they have a decent education, blah blah blah, their mind is still a cage. Their mind is still like a small little box. Their understanding of the world, they think they know it all. First of all, is the definition of arrogance, but they don't know it all. They don't know shit, and they're so close-minded. It's like poor thing, poor thing. My best advice would be not to conform. Find something you're good at and work as hard as you can on it, and then use it to expose truth. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, this is Seeking Question signing off.